With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hi everyone, so we are given with a question which says the amplitude of a particle due to superposition of following SHMs along the same line is. So we have been given with the displacement equation of the four particles that are performing SHM. So for first it is x1 as 2 sine 50 pi t, x2 as 10 sine 50 pi t plus 37 degree, x3 as minus 4 sine 50 pi t, and finally the fourth particle is having a displacement of x4 as minus 12 cos 50 pi t. So here there are four particles that are performing SHM and we are interested in finding their resultant amplitude. So we will use the concept of UCM projection on the diameter as SHM. Alright, whenever a particle is performing UCM, its projection on diameter is considered to be performing an SHM. So with that concept we can write the general displacement equation of a particle performing SHM is given as x equals to a sine omega t plus phi. So this equation we are aware of. So from here we can try to calculate the displacement of each particle, or we can say the amplitude of each particle. So first we can take the particle that is given as x1. Its displacement equation is given as 2 sine of 50 pi t, and here it is nothing but 0. So initial phase phi is over here is known as what? Initial phase. So we can write this over here as it is nothing but it is known as initial phase. So for the first case we can see initial phase of a particle is 0, and so its amplitude will be taken as 2. So here it is 2 for the first particle. Alright, similarly displacement equation for the second particle is x2 as 10 sine of 50 pi t plus 37 degree. So its initial phase is given as 37 degree. So particle has to be drawn over here. That is, if we try to draw, so this is the particle position over here. Alright, and this is having an angle of 37 degree. So its projection on x-axis will be nothing but it will be 10 cos 37, and its projection on y-axis will be nothing but it will be 10 sine 37. So this is the amplitude for particle 2 we have calculated. Now for similarly for third, its displacement equation is minus 4 sine of 50 pi t. Again what we are going to do over here is it can be written as 4 sine of 150 pi t plus 180, because we know sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. So from here we can see the phase, that is initial phase, is 180. So initial phase is 180 means it is lying somewhere on this axis, that is negative x-axis. So we have to be careful and we will take it as to be minus 4 over here. Alright, because it is lying on negative x-axis. Similarly for the fourth particle we can write its displacement equation is given as minus 12 cos of 50 pi t. Here it is cos, so we have to first convert cos into the sine to match it with the general equation. So we can write cos theta can be written as sine 90 plus theta, so it can be written as pi by t plus of. Alright, now again if we carefully analyze it, so its initial phase is pi by 2, but if we look at the amplitude it is minus 12. So pi by 2 angle can be made this way, that is plus pi by 2, or this way, that is downward. But from this we can see the resultant or the amplitude given for the fourth particle, it is negative, so we have to take this over here. Alright, so this is minus 12 that has been given. Now as we have planted all the amplitude of the particle, so we can take the resultant of each. So we can write resultant, or we can write net amplitude along x-axis, along x. So this can be written as, if we carefully analyze, that is 2 plus cos 10 cos 37 minus 4. So 2 plus 10 cos 37 minus 4, and cos 37 is nothing but 4 by 5, so we can write 2 plus 8 minus 4, and that gives us the value as 6. Similarly, along y we can write, along y it can be written as 10 sine 37 minus of 12, and again sine 37 is nothing but 3 by 5, so this comes out to be 6 minus 12, and that is equals to minus 6. So we have calculated the net amplitude along x and y axis. Therefore we can say the resultant amplitude will be nothing but it will be x square plus y square. Alright, so here the value gives us the answer as 6 root 2. So this is the answer to this question, and this matches with option C. So I hope you have understood the concept well, and thank you for watching.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut App today.